source for all the stuff you care about. I am not molesting myself. I'm Kevin Pereira.
Does that mean you are?
No, it looked like you were.
I wasn't. I was molesting myself. I was rubbing lotion on my legs.
All right. Not from this angle, princess.
I don't know what angle you
That was
were
a TSA
at.
pat down from what I was seeing. You were getting back of the hand, front
That's
of the
what I
hand.
do. I'm Gadget Bailey. We're coming to you live from the T4 Studios in Los Angeles.
On the old program today, Nelson Ellis from True Blood will be here live in studio. Fun fact, on True Blood, he has sex with a witch while tripping on vampire blood, so we got that in common.
You do that?
Been known to dabble. Plus, pay tribute to DC Comics greats with your feet. We're going to show off some Batman and Green Lantern inspired Chuck Taylors in sneakers.
Then watch us try to destroy a brand new crush-proof, shock-proof, waterproof camera from Pentax in Gadget.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure. I'll watch that.
And your personal information is floating around on the web, making it damn easy. I love that I can say damn. Shadam!
What?
Just kidding.
That was like 6th grade excitement for when you can curse because mom's not going to hear you at recess.
I can't say the S word, but I can say damn easy for just, you know the S word, for just about anyone to steal your identity or stalk you. Find out where it is and what to do about it when AOTS investigates.
I have no idea what you just teased. I have no idea what's coming up on the show.
Time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
You should hear what she says during the commercials. She is not.
What do I say?
That halo's tarnished. Let's go around the net. Two balls.
1 seat. Wise and learned Buddha who said, to fall once is to suffer. To fall once and then get whacked in the nuts is to know a moment of enlightenment.
Actually, that was me. I said that.
Right, sorry. Sometimes I get you and Buddha confused.
It happens. Very sage advice here, so, you know.
I don't know why. We don't know a lot about Belgium.
No, but we do know it's a place where magical stuff happens, like our number 4 video.
Okay, so Belgium makes some of the world's finest beer and chocolate, and geese regularly parade through the streets. This is so exciting. This place gets the Candace Bailey seal of approval.
Wait, no, that's not even, that's not a real thing.
Yes, it is.
And it's not better than Amsterdam, so let's just put that to rest right now.
All Amsterdam has is legal marijuana.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's not a real thing.
You're the man.
I'll take my chocolate and beer and geese.
Okay, you can have it.
You take your marijuana.
I'll see all those things when I'm high as a kite. Today's number 3 item is an already dangerous sport made even more dangerous.
Strapping yourself to a motorbike and riding around in the desert is already a violation of your life insurance policy.
Yes, but this close call shows how the addition of a cliff kind of makes it more terrifying.
Yo, Evans! Dave! David!
Sorry. So yay, the fall didn't kill him, but the month stranded by himself in the desert did. So.
No, I don't think he was stranded there. He had his friend, and at least it didn't turn.
The guy that was motorbiking away,
Yeah.
side by side. Then he realized, oh, Doug's screwed. Woo!
At some point, he'll realize that his friend is not behind him, and he'll go back and look for him.
Maybe. You have quality friends in your life. My friends be like, whatever.
I do.
More beer for us.
At least it didn't turn into a 127-hour situation.
Ah, that is true. Because masturbating to a handycam video while your arm is lodged beneath a boulder, not fun. Happened in the movie, by the way. Really did.
You really missed the point of that movie, didn't you?
I learned a lot of valuable lessons from that scene. If I ever get stuck setting up for a stranger, just finish with the other one. See what I'm saying? Think about it.
Today's number 2 is a new Star Wars mashup from one of our favorites, 1 Minute Galactica.
So we all know that Imperial Stormtroopers are some of the most incompetent soldiers in the history of the made-up universe.
We just didn't know they were this bad.
Good morning!
I don't even know what I'm doing.
You know what's going on? Don't really care.
I like that. Now that was either the sound of an intergalactic fistfight or an intergalactic orgy. I'm not sure.
Hey, when the Falcons are rocking, don't come a knocking.
You set yourself up for that.
Seriously, the Wookiee will rip your arm off.
What? No.
Come on!
No. What would if you actually walked in on the Falcon and people were having sex? Like, what would it say if Chewbacca was coming at you?
Wait, hold on.
Well, let me finish my question. What I was going to ask is, what would Chewbacca sound like if he were coming after you if you came on? Oh, it's the same. No. I did not sanction that. See.
Yes, you said if I did it, you would give me. You know what I'm talking about.
Do the noise one more time, just if you. Thank you. Still ahead, the worst parking jobs are the ones that aren't in parking lots.
Some epic property damage is next.
In today's ATN, we took a gander at some geese on the go. Tell us, where are they going? Tweet us your responses at AOTS #OMGROFLOL. If your response strikes up the band, we'll feature it on Friday's show.
Something that really, it just irritates me. It truly does. Terrible parking. I can't stand it. It upsets me. I have a violent response.
Yeah, I get really angry.
I can tell. Fire in those eyes. Easy there.
For example, when a person takes up 2 spaces with one car.
Why do they do that?
Or park so close that you can't even open your door.
Jerks, all of them. Or when they do this. Never park that close to the slushy machine. That's rude. And I'm not saying, here's the thing, I'm not saying that driver was a lady.
Thank you, Kevin.
But that driver was clearly a lady, am I right?
G4 has a long history of trying to help people with their sex lives.
Trying being the operative word. So much trying. Here's Drunkle Ted.
Hey, offenders. Attack of the Show posted my bail and sent me to Venice Beach, California to offer people sex advice. So strap on your rollerblades and let down your Speedos. This is Sex Man on the Beach.
Well, Uncle Ted, recently, me and my girlfriend.
Oh my God, I can't believe how much he looks like him. They're the same rugged, good looks and same mouth, love mouth. My old camp counselor, I killed him with a shovel. He should have just taken what I had for him. I strangled him with a tug-of-war rope, sprinkled Ho-hos all over the body. Cops arrested some kids down from the fat camp. Oh my god, it's happening again. Hey, you stay back.
What do I do?
What's that? Hey, where rubber? Like I always say, if I can touch just one person down there, it's been worth it. Everything else is just the sauce from that. I'll see you next time, as I'm in your...
I'm gonna leave Drunkle Ted in the corner of the dressing room.
No, Drunkle Ted freaks me out too much. Sneakers are pumps for the bro crowd.
Fancy pumps. Ah, summer. It's finally here. And to help kick off the beach parties and bonfires, we're checking out the latest kicks. First up, snag a board, grab a rail, and get ready to grind. Badass skater magazine Thrasher has teamed up with company clothing Clucked to create these awesome kicks. Available in both black and blue, these mid-top sneakers are a mix of suede and canvas, with the Thrasher logo printed on the heel and embedded on the sole. They have the phrase "Death Before Dishonor" printed in the footbed and are topped off with "Skate and Destroy" stitched into the back of the shoe, making these kicks perfect for the skater in all of us. These sneaks will drop this November as part of the fall-winter line and will retail for about $160. Now, if you're looking for a more artistic take on your footwear, then pick up these Mark Dean Vecca sneakers. As part of a team-up with the clothing company The Hundreds, the iconic artist has created a whole line of clothing and boards, including these limited edition kicks. Made of white leather, Vecca has decked out these sneaks with his fantastical imagery in a French wallpaper style. The Hundreds logo is stitched onto the tongue along with their trademark bomb printed in the footbed. If you're looking to show off your creative side, then swing over to shop.thehundreds.com and snag a pair of these kicks for 78 bones. Now, if you prefer your art to be more of the superhero variety, then you're going to want to grab a pair of these DC Comics All-Stars. Journeys has taken the classic Chuck Taylor and powered it up with a couple of DC heavy hitters, Batman and the Green Lantern. Each pair features a splash page of art, characters, and word bubbles with the heroes' logos printed on the tongue. However, if you're more of the villainous type, then you'll want to grab these old-school Catwoman's or this Joker pair, complete with his signature laugh. Ready to kick crime right in the ass? Then grab a pair of these DC Chucks over at Journeys.com for $55 to $60. So there you go. Whether you're showing off your ollie or just kicking back with your latest comic book, we've got the best for you sneakerheads. All right, let's see what's emerging from your tweet hole. Rickman1014 says, Candace's Wookiee call got me aroused.
Really?
Don't ever go to New York because there's a lot of pigeons there.
I'm shocked.
And people would think you're a pervert. What?
It changes every time.
That was a wolf Wookiee. What?
I'm not a good Wookiee person, okay?
Not a good Wookiee person. Try one more time. Come on, you got it. You got it, kiddo. Get out.
They're just clapping because they have to.
You just got one viewer off, though. That was very kind. Like one particular person just finished.
Sorry, I'm not bad
For
at
that tweet, you have just won 4 pairs of sneakers. Look at that. You got Batman. You got Batman, Joker.
Woo, we got him.
Batman and Joker right there, somewhere in there. There you go. And Green Lantern and Catwoman, Chuck Taylor. So congratulations. These are available in stores and at Journeys.com. You have to win the other contest if you want the right shoe. So keep playing.
If you want to be a part of the show and end up on our Twitter wall, tweet us at AOTS or use the hashtag AOTS. Still ahead, get ready to visit G4TV.Candace. There are big changes for domain names ahead, and Chris and Adams has the scoop in the feed. Then we'll delve into the Asian underground with some kick-ass action flicks.
And later, Nelson Ellis from True Blood will be here to talk about stealing vampire plasma. And witch sense, too. Yeah.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by eHarmony.com. Sign up and see who you'd be matched with. Here's a snowboarder trying to clear a fence. So what happens next? Does he come up short and slam into the fence? Does he clip the fence and flip onto his face? Or does he clear the fence but run into a nearby bystander? We'll have the answer after the break.
I was at a Japanese market and saw this little wind-up thing. Here we were today. We needed a fake cockroach, couldn't find one, so we threw this in a bag. Candace thought it was a cockroach.
What happens next?
Here's a snowboarder trying to clear a fence. So what happens next? Does he come up short and slam into the fence? Does he clip the fence and flip onto his face? Or does he clear the fence but run into a nearby bystander? You need to work on your balance, bro.
Called it.
It's time to go to the Asian Underground.
Oh, I've been there for a massage.
That Asian Underground?
What?
Chris Gore here at Spin Fusion in Los Angeles, where I come to get my hands on the latest and strangest in import DVDs. Better get your kanji reading skills on, because it's time for Asian Underground. I'm joined, as always, by Asian cinema master Jeff Wong. Now, Jeff, a slew of great films have come out recently, but I can't read kanji. When I see these movies with girls on a rampage, it makes me want to learn. Tell me about Raging Phoenix.
Well, Raging Phoenix is a Thai martial arts film that sort of follows this down-on-her-luck punk rock drummer who almost gets kidnapped. She gets saved by this group of sort of vigilantes and then gets in league with them to sort of take down this other gang that's kidnapping girls for a big, giant slave trading operation.
There's also amazing action.
Yeah, I think this film was trying to sort of do a lot of things differently in terms of the action level. There's a lot of breakdancing integrated with all of the fight sequences, so it was trying to do something differently with the style of fighting.
In spite of the serious subject matter, is this film going to entertain me?
Yeah, I think it is. It's highly entertaining. Everything they've put into the actual fighting and choreography of the movie is on par with anything else we've seen out of Thailand or even out of Asia.
Now, No Blood, No Tears proves that criminals just can't seem to learn not to mess with girls who smoke and wear sunglasses.
Especially if those girls are kind of criminals themselves. No Blood, No Tears follows these two down-on-their-luck women who decide, in order to make our lives better, we're going to rob these gangsters. It doesn't go as smoothly as they plan, and we see them go almost in the Thelma and Louise style of these kind of female bandits.
And this movie has everything. I mean, it's got gunplay, girls in sexy wigs. Martial arts, girls in sexy wigs. Car chases, girls in sexy wigs. It's everything I love.
Yeah, the director made a point of putting all of his influences into this film, and maybe some of your influences as well. Like Tarantino, he basically takes what he likes and puts it into his movies, so there's definitely a parallel between these two guys.
How does it stack up against other Asian crime dramas?
I think it stacks up pretty well. It's an earlier film from this director, so there's a little bit of rough edges, but it's definitely worth checking out.
Now, Hard Revenge Millie seems really badass and kind of mean, and she's out for revenge. I feel like I've dated girls like this.
Yeah, this is one of those movies where the title basically tells you the story. There was a girl named Millie who basically wants revenge for an atrocity that was done to her family, and she goes out and gets it.
Every limb is chopped off in this thing. I mean, how is the violence played? Is it more comedic in tone?
It's over the top and stylized, much like the other movies that are in sort of the genre of hyper gore, I guess. The movie itself is very serious, so it's kind of a mix of both.
I'm gonna guess that Hard Revenge Millie actually gets her revenge, but do you think she'd be less angry if I returned her iPod?
As long as you didn't slaughter her family in the process, you'd be okay.
Jeff Wong, thanks again. There is no doubt that you are skilled in the Asian cinema arts, and I have none. But we'll be back for a future edition of Asian Underground.
You guys ready for a camera that's up for adventure?
Well, of course they are.
Now that summer is just about here, it's time to go on some outdoor adventures. But don't forget the Pentax Optio WG1. This digital camera is waterproof, shockproof, and crush-proof, which means you can let it rattle around as you take 14-megapixel pictures and 720p video anywhere in the world. There's even a digital microscope mode to get you up close and personal. So choose your own adventure for $280.
That's my face. It feels really light for a rugged camera. It weighs about as much as
Wait,
a
you
cell
both
phone.
have face detection, the camera and you? That's incredible.
That was me on there. Anyways, as I was saying, it's much lighter than my cell phone, but about the same as, normal phones.
Yeah, but
You're not even listening to me,
no,
Kevin.
I am. I think the real comparison though is against other ruggedized items, and I think this is
I'm
incredibly.
saying how light it is.
Yes, but in terms of weight, I think it's much lighter than other ruggedized cameras that I've seen. Normally they come in these like awkward steel cages, and they're rather heavy and bulky. This doesn't feel all that heavy, and it doesn't have a Faraday cage around it. Like there's no iron here. It's just nice, and it looks kind of cool.
Yeah, and you can beat it up.
Yeah, you totally. Oh. Actually, I do have to get it now. Sorry.
No, is it just as easy to use as
Oh, Candace! No, never drop it on the lens.
hate you.
It's fine. It's totally fine. You can play hacky sack with
Is
things.
it
You
as
can totally
easy to
hack with
use
this.
as other point and shoots?
Totally is. You point, you shoot, you're done. The directional pad, the buttons are all self-explanatory. They all work exactly like they should. The only thing that's weird is, and you'll see it here in a second, there's this like space on the left-hand side. You can kind of see it there now. Like, they do put some icons there, but I don't know why they didn't fill the whole frame with the image. It's a tiny thing, but I wish they would have done that.
Maybe they wanted you to be able to see the icons more easily.
That is one thought. I would have liked a larger image personally.
Yeah, I would have too. Now there are 24 different shooting modes like portrait, landscape, underwater, and auto. Plus there's a digital microscope mode.
Yeah, this thing is really, really interesting. There's these 5 LEDs on the front of the camera, and they're supposed to give you even lighting when you're shooting things up close to the lens. It's especially useful underwater, as you're going to see here.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it totally works. The thing is, normally if you have like a macro focus on a lens or a micro focus, and you're getting up there and you're totally in there, and the flash goes off, it will overexpose and it's totally whited out.
And it'll scare it away.
Scare what away?
I don't know, a fish or something? You're underwater.
That is true.
That's probably what you're taking pictures
Also, the
of.
presence of a human being with a camera might be foreign to a fish as well. But if that doesn't do it, the flash certainly is going to scare that guppy out of the pond.
All right, now my favorite part. Drum roll.
No, drum roll with the camera. Go for it.
How did the pictures look?
They look good!
Yay!
Outdoor pictures have accurate colors. They're really bright. The details weren't quite as sharp as we'd like, but again, it's a ruggedized camera, so we're going to give it some slack. Low light pictures were surprisingly good as well. The flash didn't overexpose. The quality, the photos themselves stayed pretty consistent. So there you have it.
Does the high-def video look just as good as the pictures?
Almost. It looks a little too digital, even in the normal light. As you can see here, there's some artifacting. But here's the thing. It's weatherproof, and those qualities make up for that. You wouldn't normally get a shot so beautiful,
underwater,
so pristine, so serene as that.
It is a really pretty picture.
Unless you had a ruggedized camera. And you can take this anywhere, and it's going to record video that looks a lot better than most of the rugged cameras out there, at least that we've tested. Yeah. Throw your balls at it. It can take it.
He said balls.
I did.
It's $280 on Amazon.com, which isn't bad for a weatherproof camera.
Yeah.
Proof? How many seals?
4 out of 5.
Yay!
Okay. The design, the ruggedness, they're second to none. The picture quality is good as well. It's not quite great, but you can spike it. So there you go.
I love that part of it.
It's fun, right?
All right, that's it for Gadget Prom. But if you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us at gadgetprom@g4tv.com.
Go on, quick, chuck it. Just do it.
I'm not good.
Just do it. Throw it. Ready? Yep.
Purposely didn't catch it.
What are you talking about?
It hit a plasma.
I blame it on the throw. Whatever.
I hate you. Your data may be in danger.
It's not like I hit your living room TV. It's the set. Look. Don't know what that means? What did you say? Your data will be in danger?
Yeah,
well, if you don't know what that means, AOTS will explain. Big Brother may be watching, but as it turns out, a whole lot of others are as well. In the internet age, when information is key, there's a growing multi-billion-dollar industry commonly known as data mining, where detailed private information is gathered about you for others to access. Sometimes this info can be as casual as the status updates and photos that you post on social networks for everyone to see. But the data doesn't stop there. Many sites have built extensive profiles on us all, detailing various facts, which can include personal interests, credit card purchases, income levels, social security numbers, religious preferences, even pictures of your front door. And while you'd likely consider companies buying and selling private details about your life an invasion of privacy, it's all completely legal. Sometimes it's as simple as filling out a warranty card or entering a contest. But more and more, it's hidden in the apps we download, the cookies that follow our trail through the internet, and even the pictures and status updates that we post on Facebook. Public outcry on data mining has Washington taking a closer look at the practice. Senators John Kerry and John McCain recently introduced a commercial privacy bill of rights in the hopes of securing your data from hackers and requiring data miners to give you access to the profiles they've built. And just last week, the Federal Trade Commission ruled that data miners, like Social Intelligence, who rat out employees that might post racist remarks or explicit photos or engage in illegal activity, must be subject to consumer protection laws. However, certain companies like Spokeo are avoiding such regulation with claims that they're simply a search engine and not subject to federal consumer reporting laws. Sites including Spokeo do allow you to opt out of their listings, but there are hundreds of other sites out there that are still tracking your data. You can sign up for services such as Privacy Choice, which will show you what data these companies have on you and let you opt out of tracking by over 300 data miners. Be aware of who's watching you. Download free software at ghostery.com, and every time you go to a website, you'll get a pop-up window that shows you who's grabbing your data, and it lets you block scripts that might be trying to sneak onto your computer. If your privacy is worth a few dollars, then sign up over at reputation.com. For $8.25 each month, Reputation will monitor the internet to find all the information there for the taking. And if you're willing to pay more, they'll even step in to combat false, misleading, or irrelevant data. So keep in mind, the personal details of your life are valuable to the companies that want to sell you things and employers who may want to know what you're really doing when you're not on the clock. You may not be able to stop it all, but knowing that data miners are watching your every move can help you in controlling what you have out there. And knowing is half the battle.
And on tomorrow's show, our report continues as we investigate the way Facebook could snag your photos, posts, and personal info, and what you can do to protect your privacy on the site.
Yeah. Now, you need to watch out, Candace.
Why?
Because news is coming.
Oh no, it's too late! Only Kristen Adams can save us now.
That's convenient.
All right now it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know.
Feed.
It's Monday, June 20th, and here are your top stories. Say goodbye to .coms. A plan has been approved that will allow websites to be whatever they want. What? It's what's being called the most dramatic change to the internet in 4 decades. ICANN, the body that oversees domain extensions, just approved the massive change to domain rules. Soon, any new extension will be fair game, so you'll most likely see generic strings like .bank or .sports and brand names like Coca-Cola. But domain extension freedom won't come cheap. Registration will start at $185,000. I know, it sounds like a joke, but it's not. And the annual fee is around $25,000. So much for Kristen.awesome. Happy face. Sad face. Why did I say happy face? Oh, this is live. Okay. The Japanese now hold the honor of having the world's most powerful supercomputer, and it's ridiculously fast. The new machine exceeds the speed of the next 5 fastest supercomputers combined. It takes up to 672 computer cabinets and boasts a speed of almost 8.2 petaflops, which translates to about 8.2 quadrillion calculations per second. It beat out a Chinese competitor that was a measly 2 petaflops, and it's the first time Japan has held the crown in over 7 years. Ever wish you could erase a crappy memory with the push of a button? Well, apparently no one. No. Okay. Well, scientists think a spotless mind might be within reach. By shoving electrical probes into the brains of rats, scientists at USC's School of Biomedical Engineering found a way to mimic the brain function related to long-term behavior. Then they were able to literally turn the rat's memory on and off with the flip of a switch. They hope the findings will ultimately help humans who had a stroke or suffer from Alzheimer's disease. But all I'm really getting from this is that we're one step closer to rocking those flashy things from Men in Black. Yeah. sweet. And finally, we're sad to report on the sudden passing of Jackass star and Proving Grounds host Ryan Dunn. All of us here at G4 are shocked and deeply saddened by the sudden loss of such a hilarious and immensely talented individual. We'll miss you dearly, Ryan, and our heartfelt condolences go to your family and friends during this difficult time. That's all for the feed. There's more Attack after this.
On True Blood, our next guest plays a short-order cook who practices voodoo and sells vampire blood on the side. Beats working at like a sunglass hut, I suppose.
You don't think that maybe...
What?
Stepping in on someplace we don't belong?
Black magic?
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
Don't tell me you don't think evil witches exist.
Of course I do. But don't blame the magic for how it's used. I mean, light or dark, it's all the practitioner. If your soul is dark, you practice black magic. And if your soul is light, like I know yours is, you got nothing to worry about.
I've never been accused of being overly light before.
Please welcome Nelson Ellis, everybody. How are you, sir?
Huh?
You doing all right?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good. You?
I'm good. I'm wondering where that V's at. Let's get it going. You holding?
Well, how much money you got?
Have you seen the building? Not a lot. I mean, I can write out an IOU or give you a Post-it.
No, bro.
No, not holding. No. What would be the closest approximation to doing something like V? Is it like 12 Red Bulls and a half a pound of ecstasy, or?
I don't know.
From what you've read on the internet, what might it be like then?
I don't know. Maybe meth. I don't know.
Maybe. There's gonna be a Faces of V series, and it's just fangs and melted flesh.
Maybe.
That's sad. Contrary to this, your sort of flamboyant vampire blood selling character, you're nothing like your character, right? I mean, you have nothing in common. You're not even black. You guys couldn't be.
Yeah, no, this is just makeup.
Where do the similarities between your character on True Blood and yourself end and begin? What's?
Lafayette is probably what I would like to be.
Really?
You know what I mean? I'm pretty shy. I'm pretty laid back. If I could be as big as Lafayette, then I'll be cool with that.
So is that like a release when you get to slip into the role when you put
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think all this stuff is fun.
Hold on, let's take it just for a clean pickup. 3, 2, and.
I think all that stuff is fun. You know, putting on all that makeup and being flamboyant and acting like my mother and just being big.
Are you channeling mom when you're?
I'm channeling my mama.
Yeah?
Yeah, my mama's a big old queen. So.
Now, you're a father.
Yeah.
So you have a 4-year-old boy.
4-year-old boy.
So now, are you worried about how he might perceive you, or how is he sizing you up already? Do you think he's already breaking down your characteristics at that age?
Well, it's funny because he knows what boy and girl is. So if True Blood pops up, which it does accidentally because I don't allow him to watch it, he just looks and goes, "Daddy?" Then he looks at me like, So, you know, he's confused with Daddy wearing lipstick and eyeshadow and all that stuff.
That this isn't an all the time thing, son. This is a on camera thing, an occasional Saturday thing. That's
Occasional.
It. You gotta lay the groundwork.
Lay the ground. I'm like, son, you go to school? That's how Daddy pays for school.
Look, if you really want those violin lessons, Daddy's gotta put this shade on.
Daddy gotta wear I wear this dress for you, boy.
Now, how's your little boy? Is he over the top? Is he boisterous? Is he shy and reserved?
No, he's not shy, but he's reserved. Mm-hmm. You know, he too cool for school. You know, I mean, my man sit there like this, and he just.
At 4 years old.
At 4, and Like, if I get in front of the TV, he'll be like, Daddy, move. Yeah, no, he's 4 going on 40.
Yeah, I imagine it with a golden goblet of juicy juice. Just swirling it around. Listen, you make a better window than you do a door. Get out of there, whatever. The new season of True Blood. Everybody's fired up. Very excited. That's evidence right there. But where is it taking you? You're not even supposed to be here, right? Your character was supposed to be off after episode 1, right?
I was supposed to be hacked and swimming with the fishes.
Yeah.
But Alan Ball, for some reason, brought me, or didn't let me die, which I'm happy about. So I'm still here.
And your boy's education's happy about that as well.
Yes.
So are there any tidbits? Are you allowed to spoil anything, or is it one of those got to keep it hush hush? And
well, we got to keep it hush hush, but we can say it's the season of the witch. You know what I mean? The witches are coming, and they gangster. You know what I mean? And we see a power shift, and we see who the baddest boys in town are.
I love it.
And it's not the vampires.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
So we'll see.
You gonna be at Comic-Con this year?
I will.
Good.
I will.
You gotta come on by when you're there, please, and bring your son. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, I ain't bringing him.
Oh, no?
No.
You think he's gonna get all the hot cosplayers and you're gonna be left with nothing?
Well, no, he don't. My son don't like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
He'd be like, Daddy, who's all these muffers?
All right. Well, then, just you, good sir. Swing by the set. We'd love to have you down there.
I shall.
All right. Congrats on the season.
Thank you.
So now it's everybody. The new season of True Blood premieres this Sunday. You ready for the witches? Totally unrelated. Here's Candace.
Starting July 21st, G4 will be live from Comic-Con for 3 whole days. And for the first time ever, X-Play will be broadcasting live from the con. Check out g4tv.com/Comic-Con for more info. Coming up, a viewer army that's more than meets the eye. We've got Transformers after the break.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Mitchum, 48 hours a day.
If you've ever had the desire to launch a piece of tofu into a nest of spikes, well, look no further than Tofu, The Trials of Chi. In this Super Meat Boy Angry Birds love child, you must navigate your headband-wearing tofu through a deadly obstacle course. Controls are simple. Stretch Tofu and fling him like a rubber band to stick to the walls. Each level has 3 goals. Collect as many glowing orbs as possible, snatch the magical fortune cookie at the end of the level, and do it in as few jumps as possible. But your adventure is not going to be easy. Lasers, saw blades, and spikes will make short work of you. Top this off with some moving platforms, and precise aiming is a must. With 100 tightly designed levels and tons of replay value, this platformer will have you stuck to your iPhone. So sling your way on over to the App Store and pick up Tofu, The Trials of Chi for $1. You guys ready for Ronnie Gale? You ready for his jump? All right, here we go. Take 2. Get it up, Ronnie. No, Ronnie, no! Ronnie Gale!
Is he okay?
Coming up on the next Attack of the Show. Missy Peregrine returns to the show to talk about her Canadian cop show, Rookie Blue. Then in Indie Games, we're running down zombies in the Left 4 Dead meets Gran Turismo racer Armageddon Riders. And on TV Tuesday, we play Buy, Rent, or Pass with the Adjustment Bureau, the Liam Neeson action thriller Unknown, and the first season of Louie. See it on the next AOTS.
We sent a viewer to BotCon 2011 to hang out with Transformers fans.
Michael Bay and the voice of Optimus Prime were there as well. Probably not in costume, but they were there.
Hey, Attack of the Show, this is Kim Horcher at BotCon 2011. This is a 4-day convention with all kinds of cool collectibles, original voice actors, new voice actors, panels, artists, and this guy.
BotCon is all about Transformers. There are guests from Transformers Prime. Peter Cullen's been here. There are G1 voice actors. We've had a giant exhibit hall that has the 5 vehicles from the movie. Thousands of people have been here.
Can you tell us a little bit about tonight's Hall of Fame event?
Well, the Hall of Fame event was created to honor the different people that have been instrumental in the creation of the Transformers mythos.
What were your impressions when you heard Michael Bay was going to be doing a Transformers live-action film?
At the very beginning, when I heard the rumblings, they were auditioning for Optimus Prime. I hadn't done them for 15 years, so I really didn't feel too hurt. But I was curious. They wanted to hear me. You've made a grave mistake. That's history now. That was 2 movies ago, or 3.
The Hall of Fame event is about to start, where fans get to celebrate their favorite people and characters of the franchise. And I hear Michael Bay is being honored tonight, so the whole place could explode at any given second.
Steven Spielberg called me up and he said, Michael, I'd like you to do a Transformer movie. And I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. I actually hung up and I'm like, that's a dumb idea. Because I was not a fan of Transformers. But I said, if I could make this realistic, then I think it could be pretty cool. Now I must say, I am a very big fan of Transformers.
Transformers Universe, as you say, is the newly announced MMO. We're here at BotCon to celebrate with the guys who love the brand more than anyone else. The new MMO, you're going to be able to create your own character. So what we've got here is a character creation touchscreen thing for the fans. You're going to be able to go into a universe with your friends, create your own unique Transformer, and then play alongside and with key characters from the universe. And it's coming out in 2012, mid next year. And we really want to get the fans involved.
Now, if I want to be a beta tester, how do I do that?
So there's the website. It's www.transformersuniverse, a bit of a word, .com.
Okay, well, that's it for us here at BotCon 2011. We met lots of cool people, made some memories, and we got some cool collectibles. This one's mine. And for Attack of the Show, this is Kim Horcher signing off. Let's go, Bumblebee.
Attack of the Show, roll out.
Hey, many thanks to Nelson Ellis for coming by. Kristen Adams, Chris Gore, and of course, Dr. Jeff Wong. Thank you.
Top starts in about 10 seconds. Good night.
Is it about give or take?
10. No.
Okay,
9.
that's cool. We just saw a preview for the Comic-Con poster, by the way. It's totes awesome.
Love it.
I'd give it a seal of approval.